Welcome to an exciting travel day vlog from London Heathrow to LAX. Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So yes, as you can see, I'm currently at London Heathrow, Terminal 5 to be more precise, because I'm heading off to LAX for 5 nights only to experience the Halloween season at Disneyland, which I'm very much looking forward to. And I'm flying with British Airways, which is why I'm at this terminal, Terminal 5, and also for the very first time I'm flying business class with them. So very much looking forward to it. It's always been one of my dreams to fly business class from London to LAX because it's such a long flight, and I think this is my 5th time doing the direct flight from London to LAX and my first time flying business class. And the way I managed to make this happen is literally through points. So Avios is what I've been collecting for several years now, and what I do is I collect Avios, but I don't actually use it often because I don't generally tend to fly with British Airways, meaning that I get to stack them up. I've got so many saved, and if you're interested, for my flight today and actually the return as well, altogether I paid about 400 UK pounds and I used about 135,000 points, and I've still got more than that left. So this just shows you how many Avios points I collect on a daily basis, and I'm so excited to be using them for a business class flight from here to LAX. It is worth noting that only my flight out to LAX is business class, but I still feel like it's a bit of a bargain, to be honest, because £400, and that's mainly the taxes, for such a long haul flight business class. I am very happy with it, considering if I had to pay in cash it would have been a minimum of £3,000, I would say. So yeah, really happy. I've got my one suitcase here. Without further ado, let's head in and check in. Here's a quick look at Terminal 5 at London Heathrow, and conveniently enough, we've got British Airways right in front of us. So I'll be honest, after maybe about 5 minutes or even 10 minutes of some pretty bad customer service over there, I'm heading this way. But we're going to quickly forget that because I just had another interaction with another staff member working for BA, and she was so fantastically helpful and lovely and friendly that I feel better already. And this is our fast track area, Zone A, for club check-in. There it is. I'm just going to head through. It looks a little bit busy this morning. Hopefully we'll move quickly though. I'm trying to be positive this morning. We're flying business class. I'm happy. Well, that actually ended up being quicker than I thought. I was only in line for about maybe 7-8 minutes. So altogether, from getting in line and checking in my one suitcase and getting my boarding pass, it took maybe 10-11 minutes. But I'm pretty unfamiliar with this terminal. I didn't even realize that I actually need to get on a train and go to another building. That's where my flight's going to be departing from. Thankfully, we do have fast track flying business class. So I'm going to put you down for a little bit, go through security, and see you on the other side. Right, security check's done, and actually this part of Terminal 5 is looking a lot more familiar to me now. And in case you're interested, they have a pret-a-manger down there, they've got a giraffe upstairs, they have a Starbucks on the other side, there's a Harrods, we have an Accessorize, we have a WH Smith's, we have a Wagamama over here too. But what I need to do is actually go down one level and, like I said, get on a train to get to another building. There you go, you can see where a crowd of people are gathered. It says all departure gates, and we're actually looking for gate number 33. It's also going to lead us to the British Airways Lounge, which I'm looking forward to checking out for the first time. And I'm wondering if they've put up all these lights up in the shops for Christmas. We are in October, in case you're interested. Not even halfway through October yet. In fact, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the main reason I'm traveling to LAX is to go and experience the Halloween season in Disneyland. So yeah, maybe we'll start making Christmas already, who knows, but I have just been told that the way to the shuttle that we should be taking is actually there. I need to go to -2, and then from there get on a shuttle bus that will take us to gate number B33. That's the gate we need. And here we are, -2. It says transit to gates B32 to B48 and gates C52 to C66. Just going to wait around here, I guess, until our shuttle arrives. And in case you're interested, it's currently about 5 minutes past 10 a.m.
C52 to C66.
Perfect, in 2 minutes.
Do not use the transit unless you are departing from gates B32 to B48 or gates C52 to C66.
Perfect. I was going to say my flight is at 11:40, so hopefully by the time we get to the lounge, which will probably take maybe 10 minutes, we will still have a minimum of 45 minutes in there. And just like that, we're on the other side. The journey literally took maybe 2 minutes max, and we've got the signs here to gate number B33, and this very much is British Airways area of Heathrow. You can see one plane over there, there's another over there. Of course, the British Airways Lounge should be here. I fly in and out of Heathrow on a very regular basis, but truly I don't think I've ever been to this section of the airport. Or I could just not remember. That could also be a possibility. But here's another Starbucks they have on this side of the airport. There's an M&S Food, We've got another Harrods shop over here. Looks like we need to head back up one level to go to the lounge for BA. There you go. It says we welcome first Club World and Club Europe. And I am really looking forward to getting on that flight really soon. And at 10:25 a.m. I have finally made it into the BA lounge. So let's have a quick look around. It does look pretty busy this morning, and I obviously don't want to be distracting to people, so I'm just going to have a very quiet walkthrough. They have some seating areas over here, some bar stools over here, a selection of drinks at the moment. It is 10 a.m. like I said, so we've got some apple juice, orange juice, some more beverages over here and alcoholic ones as well. Carrying on over here seems to be where they have some food options, so I guess it will be still breakfast time right now. We have some sausage rolls, croissants, bacon sandwiches. I think it might be made to order, so we'll have a look at that in a bit. They also have some jams here, some porridge I want to say. There is me. Hello. We've got some bread, some toast, some pastries, croissants, pain au chocolat. See, over here in the middle section, it does give you a menu to choose from. You can get a ham and cheese filled croissant. Gives you all the calories as well. A bacon brioche, sausage brioche. They've got some vegetarian options as well, but it looks a bit that, I have to say, looks pretty good. They also have some cereals over here, some hams and cheeses, some fruit. Those grapes looks really good. And more fruits, yogurts, etc. Again, some more seating areas over here. Over on this side, you can get some more sausages, or actual sausages rather than a sausage sandwich. There's some ketchup, brown sauce, etc. Bacon, hash browns, some baked beans, because it is BA, and baked beans are a big staple of a British breakfast. You've also got some mushrooms here and some tomatoes. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to eat too much right now because I know we're going to be fed on the flight. I might get myself at least one hash brown though, because those look pretty good. And I did just overhear somebody ask a staff member about pancakes here. So apparently they also make pancakes to order, which is quite fun. And as with almost any lounge, they do also have kids zones, showers, etc., as you can see over there. And there we have it. I've got my breakfast, a hash brown and a croissant. That's all I need. And that truly is all I need. This hash brown is excellent. Well, I'm done with my hash brown and my croissant. The croissant was actually, I would say, even better than the hash brown. I mean, altogether, I feel like the food that they offered wasn't anything overly special, but they had enough options, I would say, at least for breakfast time. This was also the only spot I could find to sit, but it does look like the lounge is slowly but surely getting quieter now. And to be honest, I probably have to leave in the next 5 minutes as well, but whilst I do have a bit more time here, I wanted to let you know a little bit about what I have planned for Disneyland California over the next 5 nights. So the most exciting thing that I'm doing, well, the thing I'm most excited about anyway, is that I'm going to be attending my very first Oogie Boogie Bash. And not just my very first Oogie Boogie Bash, but actually my first and second ever Oogie Boogie Bashes. So I'm going to 2 of the party nights, hopefully give me an opportunity to try and get as much of it done as possible. I know it's very big on character meets and character sightings, and I love characters. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking that out. But also, because I have an annual pass, a magic key for Disneyland and California Adventure, I'll also be just going to the parks a couple of times, and I would say you can expect one full vlog from each park, maybe some park hopping in between, and also definitely a really long one about Oogie Boogie Bash and my first time attending it. But like I said, I'm going to head out to the lounge in a bit, and before I do, I think I'm going to grab myself one of these bananas. We haven't started boarding from what I can tell, but I feel like I'll feel a bit more confident being nearer to my gate, even though it's only about a 5-minute walk from here. And just like that, I am back down one level and heading towards gate B33, which I can actually spot over there. It might be an 11:40 a.m. flight, but I'm actually looking forward to spending the majority of it asleep. Just the fact that you can lie down, be horizontal on a flight is so amazing and something that doesn't happen often. So I want to make the most of that, and hopefully that will mean that I can kind of start getting onto the LA zone as well, and hopefully avoid jet lag as much as possible. And this is it. This is our plane. It's going to take us all the way from London Heathrow to Los Angeles. And already just having the experience of being able to board in a normal way. If any of you watched my May travel vlog from London to LAX, it was very stressful. It was with Virgin Atlantic, and there was a very unexpected problem that nobody really understood why it had happened. Anyway, that's another story. But like I said, already we have some progress because I'm actually in line to board like a regular person without having to have somebody escort me onto the plane. I am in seat number 23A, and I believe it's towards the back of the business class section. Hello there.
Hello there.
23A.
Take straight down this way.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It does look like a pretty full flight and a pretty full business class cabin too. And this is it. This is my seat. Looks nice and comfy. I will give you a better look at everything once I'm sat down, but for now it looks like we've got a little cabin here with some water and a little amenity kit and a mirror as well. quite nice. We've got our pillow, of course, the standards, and the seat itself, like I said, so far looks and feels nice and comfortable. And I've just sat, and I have to say, so far it also feels comfortable. We've got our screen over here. 10 hours and 28 minutes apparently. That's a little bit shorter than I thought it would be, so maybe the wind is on our side today. Our estimated arrival time is 1:50 p.m. LA time, and then of course in a bit I will have a look at what entertainment they have available. But to be honest, I don't foresee myself watching any movies really. I might watch a little bit of something that I already know, but I want to prioritize sleep here. And the food, I'm intrigued to see what the food's like. This is a Boeing British Airways aircraft, by the way, and all the business class seats seem to be facing forward, which I appreciate. I have previously watched quite a lot of videos from other vloggers traveling business class with BA, and generally speaking, it looks like the configuration is one facing forward, one facing backwards, which personally I just could never be going backwards on an airplane. So the fact that at least with this aircraft I knew that all of them were forward facing made a world of difference. Because one thing I don't like about British Airways is that even though, for instance, I'd booked a business class seat with my Air Miles, with my Avios, and you would think that with that you would be able to choose your seat free of charge, I still had to pay about £100 and something to pick a seat, and I didn't want to do that, so I just kind of left it to fate, and this is what I got. And to be honest, even though it's at the back of the business class cabin, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I've got a window seat. Hopefully, if there you go, you can see the other airplanes outside, and obviously I can just close this off whenever I want to sleep and have almost complete privacy over here. But I was a little bit worried that I was going to get given a seat in the middle. Thankfully, we didn't get given that. We have a window seat, which obviously I would have preferred, and I'm glad that we have that. But I feel like even if you're in the middle seats, even if you're sharing it with a stranger, you should still have these little doors to give you some privacy whenever you'd like some privacy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this flight. Like I said, 10 hours something, which is a little bit short. Well, 11 hours. It says 10 hours and 49 minutes, so close to 11 hours, but I was expecting more, something close to 12 hours, so that in itself is good. But also, in a way, when you're flying long haul and you're flying business class, you almost want it to be a little bit longer so you can make the most of it. But 11 hours is great. It's going to give me plenty of time to hopefully rest, sleep a little bit, and also maybe enjoy just being on the aircraft. I don't know how you can do that, but I am also hoping to edit a little bit. I'm currently editing my cruise series from the Disney Fantasy Norwegian Fjords, so if you haven't checked that out, the first one's up already. I actually put it up before I came on this flight earlier today, and there should be more coming soon. You've probably already seen all of them by now. If you haven't, I'll put the playlist down below. It was a very fun series. A lovely cabin crew member just brought me an orange juice. I mean, a selection of drinks, but I decided to go for orange juice. And then here we've got the menu, the Club World menu, which I'm really intrigued to see. It's very hard to open it up one-handedly, but there we go. Our British original menu, a triple from the bar, so you can see the selection of cocktails, mocktails, spirits, etc. And then when it's time to dine, for your starters, you have a selection of either a salad, an apple tartare, or a soup. And then for main courses, you've got, traditional short rib beef pie, interesting, some salmon or some pasta, and a side salad as well. And then dessert-wise, you've got some, oh my god, I definitely know what I'm going to go for, the classic tiramisu. That's exciting. You've also got a warm apple crumble and then some cheeses. And then this is all some refueling before you head off. So yeah, we're going to look at all of this in a bit. I think there's a chicken tikka pie that looks quite interesting, double chocolate cake. I have to say, based on at least the descriptions of what they have on the menu, I have a pretty good feeling about this flight. Cheers to you. Well, it's about 7 minutes to 12, and as you can see, we haven't actually taken off yet, so I thought I would take this time to have a quick look at some of the entertainment. House Train and Dragons up here. We might watch a little bit of that. Haven't seen the movie yet. We've got the Smurfs, Final Destination, Elio, a little bit of Disney / Pixar. We have Lilo and Stitch. TV-wise, we have Bluey. Sorry that I'm mainly pointing at the Disney stuff. As you can see, they do also have some non-Disney TV shows and non-Disney films as well. I've just noticed they have a Halloween hits. Let's see what they have on their Final Destination. Tim Burton. We've got Megan. Sounds rather creepy. 28 years later. They have Celebrating Black Cinema. Best of British. Disney Plus. That's something I'm particularly interested in, where you can find Elio again. Star Wars. What else have we got? Avatar. Captain America. Oh, Freaky Friday. But I would have preferred Freakier Friday because I haven't seen that yet. Hocus Pocus 2. Got Frozen, Home Alone, Toy Story 3, Beauty and the Beast live action, which I actually really like. I think I'm going to have to go now.
We now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft, and your attention is essential.
That is quite funny.
I kept my true feelings hidden, but now Personal devices should have the flight safe mode feature enabled now.
Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket.
And place it over your mouth and nose, and breathe normally, and just to the front to secure it.
Well, that was a really interesting safety instructions video. I enjoyed that a lot. But we should be taking off any minute now. But I also wanted to quickly show you this. So this is actually a storage space, which is fantastic, really. I didn't even realize, but very handy. I managed to put almost everything I had with me in there, apart from my backpack, which is in front of me. But yeah, I'll see you when we're up there. Well, we're very much in the air. We've been in the air for, I want to say, nearly an hour at this point, and so far it's been a really lovely flight, but my starter has already arrived and it looks delicious. There you go. So I decided to go for the chicken Caesar salad as my starter, and I love how it comes presented. Very nice. I've also got a little side salad over there, some bread, some butter, and some water. I'm not gonna lie, I also have had a little bit of a nap already, maybe like 10-15 minutes, but don't worry, I'm planning on sleeping even more after dinner. Lunch, not dinner. It's 1 p.m. Although some people from the north do call lunch dinner. My friend Rebecca calls lunch dinner and then she calls dinner tea. Let me know if you do that. Without further ado, let's give this beautifully presented chicken Caesar salad a go. For airplane food, it's delicious. The salad is very fresh, the chicken is nicely cooked, the sauce is great. I'm loving it. And just like that, my main course has arrived, so I decided to go for the traditional short rib beef pie, which comes with baked red Leicester mash and sauteed vegetables. And I have to say, it smells really good. I think it smells better than it looks, personally, but hopefully it will also taste good. I also did ask for another glass of apple juice and some more water as well. This is what it looks like. You got some of the beef, some of the beans in there, the mash. It's a very British dish, a little bit too salty for me, but I'm still happy with it. And just like that, I've got my dessert, which is the tiramisu, of course, but to be honest, I am already very full. We can't not at least give it a go though, so let's do exactly that. It's more on the creamy side rather than the coffee side, but it's still pretty good. I mean, just the fact that I'm having tiramisu on an airplane is exciting enough for me. It is 15:30 local time. We've been in the air for almost 4 hours, I want to say, at this point. We've only got about 7.5 hours left to go, so I have just made my bed. I'm looking forward to getting some sleep. Even if I can get like 4 or 5 hours, I'd be very happy. Because it's a daytime flight, most people have closed their windows because of how bright the sun currently is. Also, I did grab myself a little Lindor from the snack bar they have available for business class guests. I have just closed my door, so I've got as much privacy as possible. Oh my god, it feels so nice to be lying down. Got my headphones on so that I can cancel out the noise of the plane, listen to some music, and hopefully have a nice nap. So I'll see you in about 4 or 5 hours.
One eternity later.
Well, good morning. It's about 7 hours later. We've only got 40 minutes left now until landing. I had a pretty decent sleep. I did wake up a couple of times, but overall I managed to sleep throughout the majority of the flight, which is what I wanted. And honestly, this privacy door is so good for making you feel completely comfortable and private in your seat. But yeah, as you can see up there, we've only got 39 minutes left before we land.
Customers sitting in our first cabin, our front row seat, or an emergency exit row should place their licenses to go their lockers. Our Wi-Fi service will shortly be switched on. However, you may need to use your handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Any detachable keypad must now either be folded closed or removed completely, placed into a suitable stowage.
I love it when this happens. Literally, we're going to be in LA in 20 minutes at this point. And whilst we're here, I do want to give a shout out to the lovely crew member who's been looking after me on this flight. Laura, it's her name, and she's been wonderful. From the first moment that she introduced herself to me, I asked her how's life, she laughed, we ended up having a nice chat, and every time she's come check up on me, she's been just so nice and friendly and smiley. And even though I spent the majority of the flight asleep, she has made the flight even better. So shout out to Laura from the BA crew. And yeah, I still have my little Lindor chocolate to eat because obviously I missed out on any of the other food that was served throughout the flight. You would have seen on the menu there would have been, I think, at least one other sort of full meal service, so with starters and main courses. Before we landed, Laura did say that she felt bad that I missed out on it, but I was like, honestly, it's fine. I enjoyed my sleep, I needed it. And obviously it's only about maybe 2 p.m. LA time anyway, so the day isn't over for me now. It means that I'm energized and I can be on LA time hopefully and just stay awake until about 11 p.m. Also, really quickly, this is one of the big storage areas, which is so handy. Honestly, it's quite deeper than you would think. It's also got your remote if you wanted to use that instead of being a touchscreen for your entertainment system. And they also have, it looks like one USB plug over there and another one over here. So yeah, it's also where you can charge your devices. Very, very handy. I love the location of it. Oh yeah, and these are the actual headphones that they provide for your flight if you didn't have your own with you. We have already started our descent, by the way. As you can see, only 16 minutes, 1-6, until we're in LA officially. This is what the outside weather looks like. Blue skies, beautiful. But whilst we're here, I also wanted to quickly show you what we have inside here. I haven't actually looked myself yet. It is by the white company London though, so it should be good, British Airways. I have also obviously put my seatbelt back on, by the way, so can't get too close to you right now. But this is it, by the white company. Okay, so we have some socks, which I'm going to keep, always useful, especially long socks for flights. We've got an eye mask, which honestly I never need anyway. I can sleep with the lights on. Lip balm, might use a bit of that. It's all white company, so should be good. We have a moisturizer, also nice to have and keep. A pulse point, some earplugs if you don't have your own, or if you just struggle with the noise of the plane. Dental kits, so you can see the toothbrush and the little toothpaste in there. And then some information about the white company over here. It also tells you in the back that you can visit their flagship store if you'd like to. But yeah, nice little bag. I actually like the bag itself a lot as well. Could be handy for some of my camera gadgets whenever I'm traveling. I am going to actually use the luxury lip balm now because why not? Also, whilst we're here, I want to say that the Wi-Fi has been excellent on board. You did have to pay for it if you're not flying first class, so even business class has to pay for it. And we had a couple of different options. If you wanted it only for a couple of hours, it would be something like £5. I decided to go for the entire flight because I just wanted to make sure that I have contact with my family, my mom, my friends. I've been chatting to my friend Rebecca quite a bit, actually, voice noting her. But yeah, for that it was £19.99, so basically £20. I think it's worth it, especially when I'm traveling on my own. The Wi-Fi gives me peace of mind. It's nice to just be able to be connected to people, and I like the fact that it actually worked so well throughout the flight, at least when I was awake anyway. I probably didn't need it for the entire flight because I slept so much of it, but when I did have it and when I was awake, which was about 3 hours, I used it quite a bit. So yeah, good Wi-Fi BA, very happy with it. And we should be landing in about, oh my god, 9 minutes now. I'm excited. There you go, you can see us on the map. We are basically just above LA now. You can hear all the noises of the plane getting ready to land. The lip balm feels really nice, by the way, especially after 11 hours in the air. Pocahontas and Judy Hopps look rather excited out there, don't they? We're going to be in Disney soon. And just like that, I am officially in LA. It's very warm. I've got my bag. Immigration only took about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. It really wasn't too bad. By the time I got to luggage claim, my suitcase was already off the rail. So it was actually easier because I didn't have to wait for it. So all is good. I've got the Hollywood sign in front of me, except obviously it's not the real Hollywood sign. I've actually never seen it in person, you know, even though I've been to LA. I think this is my 5th visit at this point. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd like me to maybe in a future video, if I come back, go and actually check that out. I would quite like that. It's currently 4 p.m. local time, by the way, which is a little bit later than anticipated. I think we were meant to be out. Well, I thought I'd be out by 3:30, but immigration obviously took quite a bit of time. Anyway, let's go. Walk under the Hollywood sign. Welcome to the United States, or for me, only Disney. Thank you, Walt, for building a Disney park here 70 years ago. I am happy to be back in LA, and I'm actually really excited to check out the new Walt exhibition. Now, one thing I get asked almost any time I visit Los Angeles for Disneyland is, Sam, how do you get from the airport to your Disney hotel, your offsite hotel, to the Disney parks in general? And I have mentioned this private transfer company a couple of times before. I've actually used them myself before, about 3 or 4 times in the past, and if you haven't heard of them before, they're called the Diamond Driver Guy, and honestly, in my opinion, from my experience, they are the best private transfer company I've used anywhere in the world. They are so fun, reliable, they're comfortable, safe, which for me, especially as a solo female traveler, is one of the most important things. It's the most important thing, actually. But I mentioned that they're also fun, and that's because their drivers are so friendly. They have so many recommendations for you. You can chat to them as much as you want to on the way to your destination, and they're just so lovely. It's almost like, you know, as soon as you land, you've got somebody who's a local and knows this place very well, giving recommendations in a very friendly way. Their cars are very comfortable. There's so many good things, honestly, about Diamond Driver Guide that I can explain to you, and I will do throughout the rest of this video. But I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Diamond Driver Guide, because they have actually kindly sponsored this part of the video, so this is a collaboration with them. But like I said, I've used them myself before in the past quite a few times, and I've always been happy with them. And one of my personal favorite things about using Diamond Driver Guide is that you can literally exit the airport from whichever exit that you find closest to you, whichever is the most comfortable for you. Then you just text your driver, let them know exactly where you are, and they'll come and pick you up exactly where you are, which just makes life so much easier. With Uber, you do have to travel quite a bit to actually get to where Uber drivers can pick you up. So there you go. I just happen to have come out of this exit because it was the closest to me. Let's wait for this shuttle to go past. Yeah, what I would need to text my driver is that number over there, B5, and then my driver should be here any minute. And that's another thing. Once you book with Diamond Driver Guy, you get given information about your driver before you get here. Not just information though, you get a photo of their car, a photo of your driver themselves, obviously a number plate, and a little bit of information about your driver as well, which is again what brings the fun element in my opinion, because you get to know a little bit about your driver before you actually meet them. So today my driver is Raphael, and yeah, I've just texted him to let me know that I am waiting at B5, which is just over there. He said he should be there any minute now. Also, if you have children with you, if you require car seats, then you just let them know and they can easily provide that for you as well, which in my eyes is definitely another pro, because with Uber drivers, you never know if they're going to be able to provide a seat for you. You never know if the car is going to be safe enough or comfortable enough for your child. Obviously, I don't have a child, but I feel like if I had one, I would like to know that everything is sorted for them beforehand, and with Diamond Driver Guy, you can. Samar, yes, that is me. Nice to meet you, Raphael.
Nice to meet you.
And my lovely driver, Raphael, has just arrived. This is his car. Obviously, as you can see, everything is taken care of. Hello, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And we're in the car with the lovely Raphael. And the car is really comfortable, really nice. We've also got some bottled water over there, which is nice. And yeah, how long do you reckon it's going to take from here to Central Anaheim?
Be around 40 minutes.
40 minutes, okay. But exciting thing, we are actually stopping at In-N-Out on the way there as well. So yeah, one cool thing about Diamond Driver Guy is that in the price of the journey, you also get a stop at either a store. It could be, you know, a supermarket like Target, Walmart, sometimes Whole Foods, whatever you want to really, and then it's on the way to your hotel. But also, you can go to a restaurant like In-N-Out, which I would say if you've never been to In-N-Out, it is a little bit life-changing, and it's obviously something that you can only find on the west coast of the USA, so whenever I come to Los Angeles, I try my best to eat it at least once. But for now, we have a wonderful, I think maybe only 35-minute journey. It's a Sunday, so not overly busy. Here we are at In-N-Out Burger. Oh, I love that sign. So this is apparently quite a new In-N-Out Burger. It opened maybe 2 months ago, I've been told, but yeah, that's the menu over there. I think I'm gonna go for a cheeseburger, although I've been recommended a double burger, and they also do animal fries here. The wonderful Diamond Driver Guy team have invited me kindly for this meal, which I'm really excited about. Okay, we just ordered. It's currently about 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, and thankfully quite a lot of seats available, and our food has arrived. We've got our 4 burgers and the fries. I think one of them is animal style, right? This one over here. Yeah, really great. Excited. Look at this burger though. You've got the cheese, the onion, the lettuce, the sauce. And yeah, this is just like the regular cheeseburger, but you can also get a double one if you'd like that. I do also have a shake that I've been recommended to try, and the pressure is a little bit on to see what I think of it. It's, I think, a vanilla shake. They do vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Let's give it a go. I see what you mean. It's good. It's really good. This is the vanilla one, like I said, and it is delicious. I haven't had a shake in so long. I'm not generally a shake person, but now I know if I ever come back to In-N-Out, I need to get a shake as well. By the way, look at my lovely new hat now. I'm here with the lovely Adrian.
How you doing?
From Diamond Driver Guy, who also has this wonderful hat, In-N-Out.
And it actually fits.
I love it. We just had a lovely meal, really, really nice. And also, whilst I'm here with you, I thought, do you have anything that you want to share about Diamond Driver Guy? Because Adrian is the man behind, well, one of the many people working at Diamond Driver Guy, but the man behind it. Anything that you would like to share about it?
Well, when you
Because I love it.
You
I loved it. I've already told them how much I genuinely enjoy, what you offer.
Oh, great. No, we everything we offer, she will let you know, or you can look on her page or my page. But we have a lot to offer, from trips, tours, and basically taking care of people with families and kids, child care or child seats. So, yeah.
Tours as well, especially, that was something that I hadn't mentioned yet. You can use Diamond Driver Guy if you wanted to have a tour of LA, for instance.
Yes,
like
Hollywood.
Several hours, you know. It doesn't have to be just for a transfer from the airport to a hotel like I've been doing.
Yes.
There's so much else that you do offer.
Yes, and hopefully one of these days we'll be taking you on one.
Yeah, that would be lovely. That would be lovely to see a bit more of LA. But I will definitely link everything to do with Diamond Driver Guy in the description down below so you can check it out. So far, it's been lovely. The meal's been amazing. We've had so many funny chats.
Yes.
Adrian, I'm like nervous about what you're actually...
And I tried to get her to eat one of these chili.
I haven't done it.
But I can't get her to do it yet.
Hey, at least I tried the milkshake and
Yes,
I
you
liked
did.
it.
Yes,
and
you
that
did.
was like, there was a lot of like, oh, I really hope you liked it. And I was like, yeah, I did. Thankfully, I did.
Right on.
So that was our time at In-N-Out. We're now making the journey back to the car. We're literally very close now to the hotel, maybe about a 5-minute drive at this point. And there it is, our lovely car. Look at the beautiful palm trees as well. We spent so long in In-N-Out because we were just chatting so much that sunset's about to happen. But yeah, I'll speak to you next when we're at the hotel. And just like that, I have arrived at the Sheraton Park Hotel at the Anaheim Resort. I've got all my details. I just checked in at the front desk over there. Very friendly staff member called Ricky checked me in. It's about 7 p.m. right now, and my room is ready, obviously. It's on the 6th floor. I've been told to go, I believe, this way. And there's also a Starbucks here, which is also still open. So I might even grab myself a drink on the way there. Even though I just had that shake, which was great, I could do with another coffee just to make sure that I stay awake for the next few hours, because it's still only 7 p.m. and I could easily sleep. But I want to make sure that I'm on LA time from day one, because I'm only here for 5 days. Looks like the Starbucks is inside this gift shop over here, the Marketplace, which sells some Disney items as well. Oh my god, even Pop Funkos. Look at that. There's Joy, Anxiety, there's Boo over there. They sell some keychains, some snacks over here, bathing suits. There's a lot going on actually, but this is the Starbucks section of it, right on the left-hand side. I'm just dragging my suitcase here with me. Oh, I dropped this. Well, I just checked, and the Starbucks is open until 10:45 p.m. The actual store is open until 11:30, but the Starbucks side of things closes at 10:45. So I think I'm just going to take my suitcase to my room, get settled a little bit, then who knows whether or not I actually will leave the room again to come back here and get the drink. Oh, I keep dropping this thing, but I kind of do want a coffee, and it doesn't look like it's too far from where my room should be, so we've just come back out again. Look at this poster for Disneyland. Obviously this isn't a Disney hotel, as you can tell. They did say that I should be able to find the lifts. There should be a lift here to take me to this. I've got a map, hang on. The map is here. Let's see if we can find it. There you go. The staff member said that the reception, the front desk, was just this red box over here, the red dot you should say, and I need to go here to this building. So hopefully I'm kind of in the right place, and I feel like I am going the right way. I just saw a staff member take a lot of suitcases to that area. It looks like a pretty nice hotel, I have to say. It's Sheraton, so obviously You would hope that it would be nice, but this looks to be the guest building that I was looking for. And there we have it. As soon as you enter, you've got Mickey welcoming you, even though it's obviously not a Disney hotel. I believe they have some kind of partnership with Disneyland, because there is also a poster over here that says if you'd like to purchase tickets for Disneyland, then you can ask about it at the front desk. Thankfully, I already have my magic key, which is a term that they use for annual passes here in Disneyland. In fact, that's one of the other reasons that I'm here, because with a magic key, firstly, I wanted to make the most of it. I have already kind of made the most of it, because for my trip back in May, I was here for about 10 days and I feel like I've already made the money back from my annual pass, but still wanted to make the most of it, because day tickets for Disneyland, both parks, can be very expensive, especially if you want to get park hopper. So yeah, we have to go to the 6th floor. I'm going to wait for the next lift. And I've just made it to the 6th floor. My room number is room 625. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'm loving all the photos that they have in the hallways. The castle, very nice. Different areas of Disneyland. That's 626, so this is 6284. I thought that might be the one that we need, but no, this is it. Odd numbers on one side, 625. Let's grab the card, which says welcome Sheraton, and head into our room. And here's a quick view of the room. We've got 2 double beds. Looks pretty spacious. We've got a balcony on the 6th floor. And honestly, I'm just happy to be seeing a bed. Even though I managed to sleep quite a bit on the flight, nothing can beat an actual bed. So I'm gonna take some time, settle in a little bit, and then give you a bit of a tour before we end this vlog. Guys, I can see the fireworks from my room. This is so cool. Oh my god, look at that. That's Guardians, by the way, formerly known as Tower of Terror. So yeah, pretty amazing. Wow, let's quickly head outside. There you go, we're on the 6th floor. This is my first time on the balcony. It's about 9:30 p.m, in case you're wondering. So yeah, there it is. That is pretty amazing. Lovely weather, by the way. In Anaheim, LA, you can see other people from the hotel coming to the balcony to watch a little bit of the fireworks as well. There it is. There it is. Very, very cool. And to be honest, you can probably see a version of the fireworks, the Disneyland fireworks, from almost any of the good neighboring hotels, because of how small Disneyland is, because of how many hotels they have nearby, and only 3 actual Disney official ones. There's a good chance that you'll be able to at least hear the fireworks from, like I said, almost any of the good neighboring hotels that you choose to stay at. But obviously I'm at the Sheraton Park Hotel at the Anaheim Resort right now, in case you're wondering, on the 6th floor. I think the hotel has about, at least this building has maybe 12 or 13 floors. And you can see just how close we are to the parks. I've had a look on Google Maps and it looks like it'll take a maximum of 20 minutes to walk from the hotel to the parks. Obviously we'll test it out tomorrow, but apparently they do also have a shuttle bus that runs every 20 minutes from 7 a.m. until the park closes, which is generally speaking around midnight. But yeah, I did not expect to come here and show you the balcony first. I literally was about to start filming a little bit of a room tour. Then I noticed the fireworks and I was like, we have to start with the fireworks surely before I show you the rest of the room properly. And at 21:40, they are still going ahead. I wonder how long they are. If it's the 70th anniversary fireworks, then I remember them being around 15-20 minutes long. It is a pretty cool view though from the level that we're at, the 6th floor. Look at this. Pretty awesome. What a great first evening here in Los Angeles. But whilst we're out here and whilst the fireworks are still going on, I thought I would show you a little bit of the surrounding area. So we have some kind of parking here. Sorry, I do keep getting distracted by the fireworks. There's a lot of little shops and pharmacies and restaurants. There's even a McDonald's not too far ahead. I think potentially that may have been the grand finale. There was a lot of really loud noises just then. But yeah, there's also a McDonald's nearby. There's an IHOP not too far. You can see there's also some other hotels, like there's a Hyatt House over there. There's a Residence Inn over there. I'm going to have a look at all of this stuff a little bit more in daylight tomorrow morning. And this is the size of the balcony, by the way. I feel like it's a pretty good size. You get 2 chairs, nice little table. So if you wanted to maybe enjoy a nice drink, perhaps if I had my Starbucks with me, I could have sat here and enjoyed a wonderful view of the fireworks here. It is interesting because looking at some of the other balconies, not every single room has as big of a balcony as mine. Some of them seem to be a little narrower than the one that we're at. Anyway, let's go and quickly show you the room because it's 9:45 and I kind of want to make sure to get back to Starbucks downstairs before 10:45 because I still want that coffee, or at least something, a drink from Starbucks tonight. So let's head back into the room from our balcony. I'm actually going to draw the curtains a little bit because I mean, it is nighttime. I don't feel like I need too much coming in from outside. There's no daylight really. And the room we've already kind of had a look at. This bed doesn't look quite as nice as it did earlier because I have light down on it a little bit. But yeah, you get 2 double beds, 4 pillows on each of them, and they're your standard American beds, so they're quite tall, nice and comfortable. You have a little bedside desk in between. There's your telephone, you've got a lamp, you have a pen, a little notepad. You have a little bit of, oh, that's the safe actually. I was about to say a little bit of storage space, but you get an actual safe. A pretty big one, I would say. You can easily fit several laptops and phones and iPads in there if you wanted to. You also have, as with most American hotel rooms, your Bible and the Book of Mormon. There's your plugs. They have your standard American one, as well as a couple of USB ones over there. But what I tend to do when I travel is always bring myself an extender lead because it allows me to charge multiple things at once, no matter what the situation is like in the hotel room. I use those plug extenders in Paris as well when I travel. So if you want to see exactly which ones I use, whether it's for here, for the US, or for Europe as well, then I'll leave the link down below. You can get them easily from Amazon. Here's another look at the room from this angle. I've noticed a couple of more plugs over there, some US ones. And then to my right over here, we have a mirror, your typical full-length mirror, which is really good for outfits of the day. And then you've got a coffee making machine, some tea, some coffees, etc. It looks like, yeah, the cups are Starbucks branded because they actually do have a Starbucks in the reception. You do get given a free water bottle, which is nice. You've got your ice bucket up there as well. I would presume that might be the fridge. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I'm discovering everything with you for the first time myself. And then over here is, your iron board and I suppose some kind of wardrobe with quite a lot of hangers and some more storage space up there. You then have some space here for your luggage, your suitcases. You can also store them under there by the looks of it. And again, it looks like even more storage space in here with a couple of chests of drawers. Then right here you've got a table with 1 seat, and I've already made a bit of a mess of it. But what I like here again is that they actually have a couple of USB plugs here. There's a USB-C one and then 3 US ones. And I wonder what these do. Oh my god, that's so cool. You can literally move the table up and down to whatever height you want it to be. I'm going to leave it as it was, but that's actually very clever, very practical. Anyway, you've also got a lamp over there, and then this big screen TV which says, "Make every journey rewarding. Good evening, Samar." And if you didn't know, I am a member of the Marriott Bonvoy Club, which is basically the loyalty scheme for a lot of Marriott hotels, Sheratons included around the world. You can sign up for free, and I would recommend you do so if you think you're somebody that is going to be spending a lot of time traveling or staying in a lot of Marriott-owned hotels around the world. And I would say it's recommended for sure, especially at this one, for instance, at this Sheraton Park Hotel at Anaheim Resort. The Wi-Fi, for instance, is not free unless you're a Marriott Bonvoy member, which I am. If you're not a member, then I think it's something like $8 per day. And if you want really high-speed internet, then that's $14 per day. So bear that in mind. If you're thinking of staying here at the Sheraton Park Hotel in Anaheim, then your internet will not be included. You do have to pay for it unless you're a member. But yeah, they have another little cozy area over here with a table and a chair and some lights over there, a beautiful artwork. And I would say that's more or less it for the room. It's nice and spacious, really nice and comfortable from the looks of it, especially for one person. And obviously we're going to test out the walk situation tomorrow, but I feel like especially for the price difference between staying off-site or at least in a non-Disney hotel, because we are still so close to the parks, as you can see, and the actual Disney hotels, they only have 3 here, 3 official ones, then it's going to be worth it regardless. And they do also have a shuttle bus. And honestly, if you are thinking of visiting Disneyland, California, then I would recommend staying not in a Disney hotel. You can maybe do 1 or 2 nights in a Disney hotel if you'd like to, just to experience them, and that's something that might actually be coming up in this series later on, so stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed. I'm looking forward to staying in a Disney hotel that I've never stayed at before. But if you're thinking of spending your whole time, whether it's 4 nights, 5 nights, 3 nights even, in a Disney hotel in California, I feel like you're spending too much money for no reason, because there are so many other hotels that are a fraction of that price and still very close to the parks. Anyway, I've still got the bathroom to show you, but before I do that, I also wanted to quickly show you this, which gives you all the information that you need about your stay here. So there is a pool here, fitness center, there's a guest laundry, that's the gift shop that I'm about to head down to, where they also have a Starbucks, and then you've got the guest services team, and also there's some information about the Wi-Fi. So it looks like it's actually $9.99 for standard and $14.95 for high speed, unless, as it says here, you're a Marriott Bonvoy member. Then you will not be charged, it says over here. Right, let's quickly show you the bathroom. There is also a connecting door here, but obviously I don't need it, so it's locked. So let's head into the bathroom, which you will find over here. Again, a pretty decent sized bathroom, I would say. You've got your toilet there, you've got a little artwork, towels provided, of course. You've got this mirror, and Lord have legit mercy, I look knackered. I have no idea how long I've been up and about, really. It's been a while, but I feel like I'm doing okay. Like I said, it's nearly 10 p.m. now, and I feel like I'm getting with the LA time. Hopefully this means that I should wake up like a person who lives here, like a local person tomorrow, without feeling too much jet lag, but we'll see. You've got the sink, you've got your soaps over here. You have, I would presume that's a hairdryer, some more toilet paper, and then a little bathtub over here as well. Again, with shampoos, conditioners, etc. provided. And that's the shower head over there, which looks pretty good. Okay. Let's head down now and get that Starbucks drink before it's too late. As I've come back to the ground floor, I wanted to quickly show you a little bit more of the hotel, because I don't think I'll have time to show you myself personally. But they have a pool bar daily from 11 a.m. They also have a restaurant here, drinks and cocktails, a la carte dinner. And then if you wanted to, you can also add breakfast or brunch or lunch, etc. to your stay. And again, let's say hello to Mickey. Excited to be seeing him tomorrow in Disneyland. Oh, I do love the palm trees here in LA. And I love how beautiful the weather is. Considering we're in October, at this time of evening, I can still be out and about in a t-shirt. It's 17 degrees Celsius, by the way, so for some people this might be a little bit too cold. Some people are wearing jackets and hoodies, but I'm okay in just a t-shirt right now. Anyway, you literally just walk straight in here, and you've got the marketplace ready for you, and that's where I checked in earlier. So even though you have to come out to go to your room, it's literally only a few steps forward. It's just in another building. That's where all the guest hotel rooms are. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by these little mini heads. Initially I thought they might be like those ear things that you can put on the headbands, but it's just Minnie's head. She looks very happy. I presume they also have Mickey. There it goes. Mickey's also happy. These feel quite nice. I don't really understand what they're meant to be. Maybe little balls. They are pretty hilarious though. You can also get some caps over here. Obviously these are not official Disney things. They are not officially Disney licensed from what I can tell, but you know, they're still Disney and they are fun, probably a lot cheaper than what you can get in the parks. It's a fairly large shop though, by the looks of it, and I feel like it has all your basic needs here. You can even get yourself suitcases if you end up buying a lot of things. I quite like this Fantasia Mickey mug. Let's have a look. 85 years of Fantasia. Even this cap. I'm not even sure if this is necessarily Disney or not. It could be a real Disney item, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys can tell, but it is a very nice cap nonetheless. They also have some adult stuff with Disney on them, including this really nice looking Disney Fantasia hoodie. Loads of Stitch, because Stitch is also popular here, not just in Disneyland Paris. Some princess stuff up there, some Dumbo merch, some generic Hollywood / LA merch as well. Like that plate over there looks quite nice. You've got some mugs, photo frames, etc. Another Stitch section over here where you can buy yourself Stitch pajamas, Stitch mugs, also that cute Stitch plush up there, and a cap. In the American Disney parks you often see a lot of people wearing these t-shirts, so you've got a mom one, a dad one, there's grandma, there's granddad, aunt, uncle, child, there's just loads, and it's a fun way to, I don't know, celebrate your family as you're enjoying the Disney parks. But yeah, I could literally spend a long time in this shop, but I don't want to. I'm mainly here to get my drink from Starbucks, so let's go ahead and do that. But oh look, they even have mini ears. These are definitely not real mini ears, but again, does it matter when it's cheaper and it still looks nice? I don't think so. Anyway, let's go and get our drink now. Somebody's already ordering there, so whilst I wait a little bit for that, I also wanted to show you that they have all your essentials here. So if you forget bringing sun cream or other things that you might need, toothbrush, toothpaste, etc. There's a little medicine area here with Advil. They also have snacks over here, M&Ms, Hershey's, a lot of American chocolates and candies. There's Nerds over here. And then I quite like these little keychains. Again, these are not official Disney ones, but they are adorable. Like, look at that Donald one over here. How much is this out of interest? I'm not seeing a price, but I can almost guarantee that it's going to be way cheaper than what you can find in the parks. This goofy one looks cute too. They also have, again, some more generic LA keychains. So there's a California one over here, Los Angeles. There is a United States one. We have Route 66, California. Yeah, very cool. But I don't feel like I can buy any of those, because even though I have been to LA and California 5 times, maybe even 6 at this point, I've never really done much else in LA apart from Disney and Universal Studios. I did it last time with my friend Simone. So once I get to do that, hopefully at some point in 2026, and make sure you subscribe to see that, then maybe I can justify getting myself a general LA pin or a general LA magnet, anything of that sort. Oh, look at these drinks. These Starbucks drinks are so much bigger in the US, a lot more calories than what I'm used to. There's crisps, there's a lot. You are sorted. If you stay here at the Sheraton Park Hotel, you have everything that you need here, honestly. But I'm going to finally go and order my drink now. Got my drink, my latte at 10 p.m. I love how this store always makes a little bim bim sound whether you're entering it or exiting it. But it's so funny, I went to the guy who was so nice and friendly. And I started saying my order, then I couldn't decide if I wanted a cold one or a hot one. Was this the way? Yes. And so we had a little moment where he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said. And I was like, sorry, I didn't actually say anything because I can't decide what I want, if I want a hot coffee or a cold one. And then he was like, oh, it's quite cold outside right now, so I would say go for hot. But then honestly, as I said earlier, I don't actually feel like it's too cold right now. It's a little bit cool, I would say, but by my standard, it's absolutely fine. But at the same time, it is evening time, so like a hot or at least a warmer drink would be nicer than a cold drink. And it was his suggestion in the end. He was like, I can make you a hot coffee. There's an airplane going past. I don't know if you can see it or not. Just went through over there. Yeah, he said I can make you a coffee, but not make it overly hot. So it's hot, but like not too hot. And that's what he did. I haven't actually tried it yet, but it feels exactly what he says. So it's not overly hot. It's not also warm. It's just like a little hot. That is perfect. Shout out to him. I didn't get his name, but he was fantastic. He got my order perfectly. But yeah, with that being said, let's head back into our room. Is this gonna... Oh no. Oh no. I need to put my card here, I think. Thank you so much. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I have my card over here as well, thankfully, and head back to the 6th floor. Well, it's a few hours since I last spoke to you. I spent the past few hours enjoying my coffee, watching some YouTube videos, just chilling a little bit, and now I'm ready to sleep. But before I end this video, I do want to give another massive thank you and shout out to Diamond Driver Guy. They really are an incredible transfer company that I've used, like I said, 3 or 4 times before, and I was very happy to work with them on this trip as well. I really do believe in them. They make the journey from the airport to any hotel that you're staying at in the LA area so nice and comfortable. It doesn't obviously have to be just Disney. For me, it has been mainly, you know, in the Disney surrounding areas in the past, but they also do tours. They can show you around LA, around Anaheim. What I love about them is how nice and friendly they all are. Everybody working at Diamond Driver Guy, obviously got to meet Adrian in this vlog and Raphael, he was my driver, but I also want to give a massive shout out to Yvette. I had dinner with all 3 of them at In-N-Out, which was amazing, and they treated me to it, so thank you to them for that as well. But yeah, if you're coming to California, if you're coming to LA, if you're visiting Disneyland or Universal, definitely consider using Diamond Driver Guy. I cannot recommend them enough. For me, the main important thing is how safe it feels to be in their cars, but also it's comfortable. There's a fun element to it. The drivers are all friendly. They can give you recommendations. It's a personalized experience, truly. And the best thing for me, like I said, is that when you get to the airport to LAX, which is a very busy and sometimes complicated airport to navigate, you just know that you have your driver ready for you, and you know that it's going to be safe. They can come and pick you up exactly at the exit that you're going to be exiting from. It just makes things so much easier. And I imagine, especially if you're visiting with children, if you're there with a larger group, a family, then it can be even easier. But I am going to love you and leave you because it's quite late and I want to sleep. And tomorrow we're heading to Disneyland. I am so looking forward to checking out the Halloween decorations there. The big Mickey pumpkin head is going to be there. And fun fact for you, the very first time I came to Disneyland was 9 years ago, just over 9 years ago. I visited in September of 2016 for the very first time with my friend Rebecca. Actually, I can't believe it's been nearly a decade, and ever since then I've not really been back for the Halloween season, and I've never done a Boogie Bash before, which I'm doing in a couple of days time. So loads more fun vlogs coming up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's free to do so. You can also follow me on Instagram if you want to see more of me and more up-to-date content from me. But I want to take this opportunity to give a massive thank you and shout out also to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members. You guys are amazing. Thank you to you as well for watching this video. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I know some of my vlogs can be quite long, but apparently some of you really enjoy the longer vlogs, so thank you for that as well. I hope to give you many more long vlogs in the future, but I'm going to love you and leave you now and see you tomorrow morning in Disneyland. Bye bye.